Internet. What's up? What's up? We're doing this. This is the first time my little space has like another person. This is what's up, guys? Ron Flacone here. I'm here with the political vigilante Graham Elwood. Special little bonus stream here on a lovely Thursday.
It's amazing
afternoon.
to be in the Howdy World headquarters.
This is the Howdy World headquarters. That's what I tell the IRS, even, actually. That's what we got going on.
You should write something.
Of course,
that's legal.
That should be the thing. Yes. Yeah, this is guitar in the corner. Lucy's running around. I can't believe you never met Lucy before.
I think once, but you know, she's a little off-putting at first. No,
she grows on you. You know, at first you're not sure. She kind of gives that like, I don't know. I don't know
who you are.
What's your purpose?
What do you hear?
What's your deal?
I've never seen you open up a can of cat food, so you have no value to me.
You know what? She purrs really loud when someone gives her a treat, and then even louder if you bash capitalism. Those are her two.
Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna get along great.
Those are her favorite
actually,
things.
kind of like Liz Warren. I'm a capitalist.
To your bones. It's in your
bones.
bones.
Yeah, my bones.
It's just like calcium capitalism.
Yes,
That's
I love it. I think centrism is fantastic.
It's going to save us.
It really is.
It's really...
Because with centrism and with like Joe Biden's middle ground climate change plan, the planet won't blow up in 10 years. It'll blow up in about 20, maybe 22.
Right. Yeah, he's gonna buy us some time.
He's gonna buy us a little time.
He's gonna be like, we can kind of... Some of you are gonna go underwater, but it'll be like really slow.
Yeah.
You're gonna have plenty of time to get some swimming lessons.
Right.
Plan for it.
I'll be dead, and they'll still be able to give me a Viking funeral, but
the rest of you, whatever. We couldn't afford anything better for you,
well,
and my colleagues didn't want it, so my hands are tied.
And he doesn't give a shit about millennials, who are going to be drowning the most. So
they just need to shut up.
They just need to shut up.
They need to shut up and eat their avocado toast.
Yes.
And just shut up.
That's why you don't own a home, Ron.
I know. All that avocado, it costs so much.
You spent $200,000 on avocado toast.
I know, and it came out of nowhere. And I don't even go to places that sell avocado toast. Maybe that's why it costs so much. Oh. So I'm just like, I want avocado toast, and they're like, this is a Home Depot, and I'm like, no, name your price. And that's...
Well,
that's why it's so expensive.
A lot of millennials haven't flown in. You ever?
Yeah, some do. I used to do that, and then after college that got too expensive. But, and you're just like, whatever. I don't have to worry about money. And you just you think you're invincible. You think that's the way. Rent was really cheap in Bloomington, Indiana, so I was like, I can get this avocado toast flown in. No, it's just like, look, it's avocado toast, not corn toast, so I can't trust Indiana with this.
No.
I got to get it flown in. That's what I got to do.
Joe Biden's really got his fingers on the pulse of what's going on.
And I'll say one more thing about Joe Biden before we move on to other happenings we want to mention to everybody. And let me know if you agree with this theory, and maybe I'm just stating the obvious. The real reason he's not going out and doing stuff right now is because his campaign knows, even this early on, the more he talks, the less people like him.
Oh, for sure. Obama brought Joe Biden in to just sort of appease the white guy voter or the corporatist donors, and
he wasn't in the spotlight ever.
No.
He wasn't in the spotlight, so people made up. Like, they gave him a personality. You know what I mean? Like, the whole, the bromance bracelets, and Joe's just this goofy guy who has a big heart, and he doesn't know any better about anything. He's just goofy and fun. They gave him this personality. Yeah. They branded it to him. It was never him. He actually said horrible shit over the years.
Of course.
And has a horrible record. Arguably has even more baggage than Hillary Clinton. But
I did a video on for Political Vigilante where somebody made a video from 1994 of Joe Biden on the floor of the Senate arguing in favor of his awful crime bill.
Yep.
And Bernie arguing against it.
Mm-hmm.
And Joe Biden's like, I don't care if you had a tough childhood. I don't care if you're poor. When somebody tries to knock my grandmother in the face, this is what I have to do. I have no other choice. And it's just like, and Bernie Sanders in 1994 is going, well, this bill doesn't address the reasons why we have crime. Why poverty and lack of education is what fosters an environment where people feel like they have no other options. And that's Joe Biden in 1994.
And Joe Biden's rebuttal was like, you don't care about punched grandmas, dick.
You just want your... And it sounds eerily similar to the Kamala Harris, people come up to me all the time and go, more schools, less prisons, more. That really offensive video that she made. More schools, less prisons. Well, why do I have to have 2 bolts on my front door? What is that going to do? And she's like, the answer's right there, Kamala. If we had more schools and free college tuition and opportunities, you wouldn't need the extra bolts.
I didn't even see that specific video. I got to see it.
I did a video on it as well. It's horrifying.
Yeah.
It's horrifying.
Man, that's an inspiring message. You make me do horrible things, people. Now vote for me.
I'm gonna arrest parents that have truant children.
Vote for me.
Vote for me. And if you don't, you're a sexist and racist.
Yeah, they're gonna give her a reboost soon. They, meaning the Democratic establishment. They're coming back. It's gonna be.
Well, they're trying this fake polling thing. So now the last couple of weeks, all we've heard, Biden's leading in the polls. He's leading in the polls. They'll just put it as a ticker underneath, so no matter who's talking on CNN or MSNBC, Biden's in the polls.
Yeah.
They're just telling you, all you Democratic voters, anyone who calls themselves left, Biden's in the lead, so you better back him. He's our guy. They're going to see how long this lasts.
Yeah. Yeah, and by the way, Biden, again, not going out because he can't raise his poll numbers. The more he talks, the less people like him. Remember when somebody else who had that same predicament as a candidate ran against Trump? Remember what happened? Gee, I don't know.
They were attacked by Jill Stein and Putin?
Oh, well, naturally. And Jill Stein is already making plans. That's what I'm saying.
I know.
She's already planning.
Anybody got eyes on Susan Sarandon? She's going to come on.
Where
Joe
is
Biden.
she?
Oh.
Where is she? So we got some exciting stuff coming up. First of all, East Coast Progressive Comedy Tour, which we got to tell you all about. It's coming up. It's coming up. Get your tickets.
June 12th through the 19th. June 12th, D.C. 13th, Baltimore. 14, 15, Philadelphia.
Philadelphia, PA.
16, New Haven, Connecticut. 17, New York City. 19, Boston. And also, here's a notification for the internet. On June 11th, myself, along with Fight for the Future, and Graham's going to appear on that stream as well. We're going to do a day of action for net neutrality. That's going to be over on Twitch, on Fight for the Future's Twitch channel. It's just twitch.tv, and you find Fight for the Future. An all-day live stream, day of action for net neutrality. We're going to have more information about that very, very soon. I'm going to be able to make a formal announcement with the website next week. But in the meantime, June 11th, mark your calendar. We're going to actually be in D.C. on that day, too, making it happen, doing some press, participating in the stream. It's going to be an amazing time. And, we got to ask you, let's go to the chat, see what's up. Because we were going to ask, Over the Road Trucker, hey, Ron, hey, Graham. So, Graham just stopped by for some couch surfing. I went surfing this morning, so it's okay. That's the only way I can drive this far into the valley.
I don't live on the water like Graham does.
So I had to go surfing this morning just to make that's the only way I can survive this long away from the water without surfing or being near it is if I go surfing in the morning. Right, because by around 11, 12 o'clock at night, I shrivel up and die, so I need to get back to the beach.
No, that's... And I'm looking forward. I get my surf lesson, and you said you'd teach me some stuff.
Sure.
Still going to take you up on it. Oh, and by the way, shout out to Joe in the chat who shared the Fight for the Future Twitch channel. Please do follow that channel, and please do tune in on June 11th. It is going to be so cool. I'm so excited about it. Once all the formalities are in and the website is up, I will be letting everybody know. We'll be doing a political vigilante post about it as well here soon, and it's going to be really exciting. Sandra Tulsi can teach me how to surf. I think she's pretty busy, and Hawaii is a lot further than Santa Monica. So, but I'm sure she would if she could, and that's very kind. Let's see.
So we're talking about... I'm going to just throw this out there.
Wait. I got to give a real quick shout out because I love this. S. Shiva just said we're the new Simon and Garfunkel. Who am I to call you a liar, S. Shiva? I love it. I'll take it.
So am I Simon?
I don't know. I mean, they both get stoned, and you don't do that, but I do, so I don't know. I mean, you can...
All right, yeah, we're the new Simon and Garfunkel. You got it.
Why not?
But one of the things we're discussing, so we should probably make this a little... Like, we were talking about going to Russia. That's not going to happen.
Not going to happen.
there was this comedy festival they were looking to have us in, and it didn't make sense, and financially it didn't make sense, which was a bummer. But we really want to put together coming to Australia in like late October, early November, as it becomes Australia's fall into their spring into their summer. So I think what we might do, Ron and I have talked about setting up some type of GoFundMe or something like that, Indiegogo, to fund because the travel to Australia is pretty expensive. So, but we're going to be doing some trips. I think we're going to try it because I've performed in Australia before, so we want to take the Progressive Comedy Tour down under. And
I've never even been to Australia.
I know you're going to love it. And I think maybe one of the tiers will be a surf lesson with Graham tier.
Whoa.
What?
That's wild. That's wild. Location restrictions do apply.
Location restrictions do apply.
You have to live near the Atlantic, near the Pacific.
You have to be
or in Cleveland. Yeah. Where you can... Have you ever gone lake surf? I know that's a thing people can do.
They can, but you need...
Have you done it?
No.
Okay.
Because you need storm conditions, you need serious waves.
Really?
Yeah, because the waves aren't usually big enough. You need a bunch of conditions to happen.
I learned about it at the Pittsburgh airport. I was coming home or I was going out. One of the two. I mean, Pittsburgh's my hometown.
So is there a lake surfing kiosk at the Pittsburgh airport?
No, it was this baggage dude. I went and it was crowded inside, so I gave the guy a couple bucks to do the outside baggage jobby, and he was just talking. He's like, "Oh, where are you? You going on vacation?" I was like, "No, I'm going home. Family's in Pittsburgh, but I live in the Los Angeles area." And he's like, "God, I wish I lived there. I used to, but I'm back in the area now." And he's like, "I love to surf. I still surf a lot." And I'm like, "All right, you mean on the internet? Where do you do that now?" And he's like, "No, in Cleveland." And I was like, "You serious?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he was explaining it to me. I asked him, I'm like, "Oh, do you just..." I mean, I didn't say the internet. I said, "Oh, do you drive to Jersey a lot, or do you drive to Maryland a lot? How often are you able to get there?" And he's like, "No, I actually live in Cleveland." And I was like, "All right, so that means it's even further then, right?" And he's like, No, you can surf on the lake." And he was explaining it to me.
Well,
and I was
maybe
like,
I'm misinformed. Maybe I don't know.
No, you might be right about the conditions. I have no idea. He didn't go into a lot of detail. He just said you can do it, and he was describing how he does it. But I think he prefers the ocean. But he makes it work in Cleveland.
I mean, that's the thing. If you watch documentaries like Step Into Liquid, which is a great documentary, it shows that if you want to surf and there's some type of wave near you, you're going to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's guys surfing in Arctic conditions. I mean, if they're...
That's dedication.
That's crazy. Excuse me. Those people are nuts.
Wow.
But my hat's off to you. I mean, you can surf in Houston, in the Gulf, you can surf the oil tanker wakes. It's nuts. I've seen guys do it. A boat pulls you in, and these oil tankers just go slowly, and so there's this wave.
So that's one positive thing they do. That's one. If we had to be name one, it's well, they do. You can surf the wake.
I would be so conflicted when I watched that footage. I was like, that looks like the most amazing, because you're riding a wave for 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But then I'm like, but that's an oil tanker.
We could find something else to put in the tanker for you.
Okay.
You know what we're gonna do? Someday we're gonna break our dependency off fossil fuels. We're gonna have a new sustainable energy way of going about our lives here in the United States. But not too soon.
We need a middle ground.
God damn it. Whenever we get it done, hopefully before it's too late. And then what we're going to do is we're going to fill the tankers full of food to be distributed around the country to food deserts, which aren't going to exist anymore.
What?
And you can catch that wake. You can catch that wake, man, and if you're feeling it, somebody on the tanker will even toss you a banana if you need a snack.
Oh.
Imagine that world.
Sharing the wealth and helping people? Boo, Ron Placone. Boo. How you make
Let's do that incrementally.
Incrementally. How are you going to make money doing that?
Well, everybody has opportunity, so the wealth spreads.
What? Then Betsy DeVos only has one yacht instead of 10? I don't know that that's going to work, buddy.
We're going to take all of our yachts. We're going to fill them full of food to deliver to hungry people.
Oh.
And then sail them away.
And let homeless people live on them.
That's right. Anne says Graham is too quiet. I think she meant quiet.
Too quiet, you can't hear me?
Yeah, move the mic a little closer.
Hi, Ann.
Can you hear him now?
Is that better? Am I quiet enough
He's
for
doing
you?
he's doing the Biden whisper for you. Can you hear him?
I can smell your hair, Joe Biden style. I want to smell your incremental centrism.
Oh, man, that guy. So where do you want to see us go for the Progressive Comedy Tour? We're still planning out a lot of 2019.
Yes.
Australia might be the big one we have in the works, but where do you want to see us go?
Well, we should also mention July 27th.
Oh, yeah, Vegas,
baby.
July 27th, we're going to Vegas. Vegas, baby. It'll be our first new repeat stop.
Repeat stop, absolutely. Yeah. Different venue, but same area.
Same area, different venue.
And again, that all these tickets are at either ronplacone.com or grahamelwood.com. And the thing about I noticed in Vegas, it's July 27th. The WNBA All-Star Game is that day, during the day. So I'm a WNBA fan.
But it's during the day.
Yeah.
So it won't compete with. All right, good.
So would you be willing to go early and see the women's basketball All-Star Game?
Yeah, okay. I would totally go to that. I also, you know what? In June, we might be dealing with, and this could actually maybe be a bad thing as far as attendance go, but we might still be dealing with the Stanley Cup tour series.
Right.
Because Boston and St. Louis are in it.
Shit.
Yeah.
Didn't it just start?
It just started. It's one game even. And under normal circumstances, I think I'd be rooting for St. Louis. Like I wouldn't really care one way or the other, but I think I would have a slight preference to St. Louis just because they're such an underdog story.
Yeah, and they've never won, right? It's been forever or something like that.
It's either they never have or it's been a minute. But like this year especially, they were in last place at one point. You know, it's an underdog team, an underdog town. You know, you kind of can't help but pull for them. But my fiance's from Massachusetts, so I'm rooting for Boston. She played hockey in high school, so she's a fan as well. So I'm pulling for the Bruins for her. So we got some cities though. Dallas. We were just in Dallas. Giovanna, you missed us. Let's see. Eugene, Oregon.
Yes, we're talking about the Pacific.
We're talking about Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, we would do probably Eugene, Portland, Seattle, and maybe even go up to Vancouver.
Seattle, Bellingham is getting requests. Raleigh or Chapel Hill. You know what? We just did the Southeast not too long ago. Yeah, it was about it. Well, yeah, it was a year ago already. Yeah. Time flies. Damn it. But we'll be back. We had an amazing time the first time. I have this like concept thing that we've talked about where I think it'd be really cool if we did our next Southeast run. We do all the college towns. Like we do like Raleigh, we do Columbia, we do Gainesville, we do Athens. I don't know. I think that'd be neat. It was something we, bounced around. Salem, Oregon. All right. I guess Northwest. We really got to prioritize Northwest big time. Let's see. Vegas, July 27th. We'll be there. Yeah. You know it. Chapel Hill. A lot of people are calling for Chapel Hill. Portland. Minneapolis.
Yeah.
That's high on our list as well. Yeah. Minneapolis. Let's see here. Sedona, Arizona. I love Sedona. Are there any venues out there? I would love to come to Sedona, Arizona. That's not too far. We can make a little hiking trip out of it. I know they're not waves, Graham, but do you like to hike?
I do. I like to hike.
Is dirt not good enough for you? You need water.
No, I can hike, Ron. I can find my chakras in the red clay of Sedona.
Nice. All right. There we go. British Columbia, a.k.a. BC Bud. Love it. San Luis Obispo. We're looking to do some more regional California stuff. So San Luis Obispo is on the list. Where else is on the list? There's been a lot of towns we've talked about. We'll probably come back to San Diego at some point.
We want to do like Colorado, like Denver, Colorado Springs, maybe Boulder.
Colorado. Toronto. People are asking for Toronto. Let's see.
But don't you pronounce it Toronto without the T the way people in Baltimore say Baltimore?
Oh, really? Is that what you're supposed to do? Toronto?
Toronto.
Toronto. We'll be there. Toronto. Let's see what else. Gotham. Somebody requested Gotham.
Done. We're gonna make it great again.
Cole Jackson, thank you for the Super Chat contribution. Come to Kansas.
Yeah. You know what we could do? Since we did, the big cities in Texas, we could do like a Wichita, Oklahoma, like Tulsa, and maybe even Lubbock, because Lubbock is
home of Buddy Holly.
Yes, and also there's a college there. It's pretty progressive. Some people who were when I was just in Austin said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lawrence is probably the one spot in Kansas. Not the one spot. I mean, no offense to Kansas, but Lawrence is the particular spot in Kansas. I've never been to Kansas, period. I've never performed there. It's like one of those states where it's like I want to perform in all 50, and Kansas is on the list of places I haven't. But yeah, I've always wanted to check out Lawrence. It's like supposedly some like super progressive.
Yeah, Lawrence, Kansas is cool. I think it's a college town.
Yeah.
And then there's we could do like Lawrence, Wichita, Tulsa.
Yeah.
Oklahoma City, I've
never done Oklahoma either.
You know what I mean? Boom, checking 2 off the list.
Yeah, Ron. Yeah. I've never done Oklahoma. Never done Kansas, and then Alaska and Hawaii, which we're working on. I've never done those either.
Yeah,
but we are working on that. We're trying to figure that out.
Alaska's going to have to be. It's a very seasonal trip.
Yeah, no shit, right? Speaking of seasonal trip, Jason shouted out Portland, Maine, which we were trying to get into more on our East Coast tour, but we can only do so much at once, and one of the problems with Portland, Maine was we ran into a conflict because the Fringe Festival is going on right when we're going to be touring the East Coast, and it's kind of hard to participate unless you're doing the Fringe, which, we kind of wanted to just do our own tour. We didn't want to do Fringe activities, so that made getting a venue a lot harder that time of year in Portland. So unfortunately, the timing kind of screwed that up. But we're thinking we might do like just a separate, specific New England tour at a later time. Yeah. This time on the East Coast, we're doing all the cities kind of starting almost not south, but like further down, Washington, D.C. So we're going D.C. and then we're going up and we're hitting mostly cities. What we're thinking is we'll do another East Coast run at some point where we do just like, maybe upstate a little bit and then New England. Right. Like maybe somewhere upstate, maybe like in Albany or maybe
get
Syracuse.
Up to
Burlington, Vermont.
We tried to make that happen on the seas, but it didn't work. So, if you're in the New England area and can make it down into Boston, do it.
Yeah,
absolutely. These venues are all kind of cool, intimate venues, so the tickets are going to go. Some of them are going to sell out, I can guarantee you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't want to get shut out.
Hey, do you guys do drinks or smoke weed before shows if I come early? Haha. Graham does not before or after. I will after. But not before. I don't like to do it before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you going to pop in?
Even when I did drink, I never did it before.
Yeah, I don't like doing it before. I feel like it throws me off a little bit, and it's just like, Magnetic Probation, New Haven. We're coming to New Haven. We're hitting New Haven June 16th. RonPlagone.com or GrahamElwood.com for tickets. Yep. We are coming to New Haven. Let's see. Mike asks, are we going to pop in on Lee Camp? We are supposed to record with Lee Camp in D.C. Yes,
and
that should be happening.
Do our show in D.C. on the 12th if he can. Tim Black saying he might be able to, pending those guys' schedules.
Pending their recording schedules, we're hoping that we're gonna have some special guests no matter what. But yeah, Tim is a possible. Lee is a possible. It's depending on their schedule, so that's not a formal confirmation yet. But we have been talking to them.
Jeff Epstein from Citizens Media TV that I've interviewed numerous times on Political Vigilante talking about MMT. He will be at the shows in Philly.
Yes, and we'll be playing. So for those of you that check out the Get Your News On With Ron podcast, during my theme song, there's a very beautiful high harmony that is performed from somebody who actually has a real singing voice. That person with that real singing voice is Jeff. So Jeff's real excited. We're gonna play the theme song live.
Oh, beautiful! You're gonna close your show with that?
I guess. He wanted to do it, and I was like, yeah, totally, man, we'll do it. So he's gonna borrow a guitar from his friend, because I'm not gonna travel with a guitar for like a 40-second theme song.
For one show.
For one joke. for one thing where I'm like, all right, we're gonna do this theme song because this is the guy that makes it like sound good. Like he's here, so we're gonna do this. And, so anyway, he's going to borrow a guitar. We're going to do it. It's going to be a fun little jobby. Giovanna, ciao Giovanna, come stai oggi? I know Giovanna actually speaks Italian. I wasn't just assuming it because she has an Italian name.
Grazie.
Oklahoma and Arkansas need progressive comedy. Tulsa and Oklahoma, Hot Springs, and Little Rock in Arkansas. Also, Lawrence, Kansas is a weird place. I like weird places. I dig them. I dig weird places.
Ron says that because in his apartment is an old vinyl record player.
Yes. That's a vinyl, and vinyl's on top of it and everywhere else. And there's pictures of quirky, fun places. There's a picture of Edinburgh, a picture of Manchester. I think there's some New England photos elsewhere. There's pictures of me. I'm pretty fucking weird.
Ron is weird.
You know, we got it all going. Over the Road Trucker, thank you very much for the super chat contribution. I live on a truck. I never know where I'll be more than a few days in advance. So I guess my truck? ?
Oh, that sounds like a wonderful start of a serial killer movie.
Hey, try to make a show. Go to ronplagone.com, grandma.com, check out our schedules.
You can set up...
And when the routing lines up.
Yeah, we'll do it like in the back of your rig at a truck stop or something like that. OTR, we'll make it work.
You can drive us to one of our gigs, and we'll just like do the show for you in the car on the way there.
I just want to make sure he's not like transporting like human jerky. You know what I mean? No offense. I mean, if you're a serial killer, I'm not judging your lifestyle choices.
We just don't want to try it. Like, don't. We don't want to have an awkward conversation.
Yeah, it's just gonna be weird.
Where you're like, here, do you eat? And we're like, I don't think. No, neither of us do that. I don't think. Humans. We don't eat person.
Yeah, sorry.
That's weird.
Thanks for supporting the show, though.
Actually, you know what, Grandma? I was going to offer after this in a little bit. I was going to offer, if you want, I will make you the best vegan toasty you've ever had.
Done.
All right, dude, because I mean, I am genuinely proud of these. I'm not going to say, have you ever had a vegan toasty?
Not by you.
Oh, okay, all right. So, but you have had one. See, I thought maybe you hadn't had one, so that's why I had that boost of confidence where I was like, this is going to be the fucking best. But I am proud of my vegan toasties. Like, I'm proud of them.
I feel like toasty is a term that's like a Pittsburgh-specific term.
It's Irish, actually. I fell in love with them when I was in Dublin.
Okay.
Well, you know my favorite sport? My favorite sport is hurling, which is popular in Ireland and pretty much nowhere else. Oh.
Park in spot 10, which is the global number of hurling fans.
That's right. That's right. That's right. I went to the museum. It was just a little thing.
Still blows me away. That was.
Well, you know, even when... it wasn't the size of like the Pro Football Hall of Fame. No, the hurling.
It wasn't like the Guggenheim where you walk up all these things. No.
Well, you know what's funny? I met some fans of the Jimmy Dore Show when I was in Dublin. Like they came out to see me do a set and stuff, and they were all excited. And I was excited to tell them that I like hurling. And they were like, oh, like it was like the least interesting thing I told them. Like, they were asking me all kinds of stuff.
Really, if somebody from Ireland came here and they're like, I'm the biggest croquet fan.
I know.
And they were expecting you to go, holy shit.
I didn't realize it was that I wasn't expecting holy shit, but I was expecting, oh, that's neat. I wasn't expecting. But it would have been like if somebody from Ireland was like, I love bowling. And you'd be like, oh, okay, that's cool, I guess. Every now and again I do that when,
Can we go
someone
to the
else.
Bowling Hall of Fame? Where is it? I don't know.
Yeah, it was kind of, they were like, oh, yeah, all right. That's, I guess they got that over there. That's a thing.
Oh, wow. I guess.
What's the studio like? It was great. It was awesome.
Irish people are not excited about their own sport.
Yes.
But Ron is.
Yes. That was pretty much, yeah. But Long Beach points out, I stopped in a bar in Salem, Massachusetts. They had hurling sticks on display. Wow. So, well...
Is that close to Boston? Can we make
gotta go.
Can we make a run?
Long Beach, email me the name of that bar. We have to book a show there. It's Salem, Massachusetts. So it's, we'll write some jokes about witches. I don't know. But we're going to do this.
Are we really going to do a show because they have hurling sticks in a bar? Yep. Of course we are.
We're both going to do our entire sets on the hurling sticks. Right.
If there's a bar anywhere within a 3-4 hour drive from that bar that has samurai swords in it, then now we got a tour.
And a surfboard.
There's a surfboard on a wall.
Hurling sticks and a surfboard.
Let's do it.
That's got to be the next like logo we have for the tour. Like 2 hurling sticks and like a surfboard sticking out. And then a vegan toasty.
Yes.
Like all in between a vegan toasty.
I love it. Somebody make that artwork and send it to us.
Yes, please. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I have new artwork for my Political Vigilante shirts. They say the Political Vigilante make Gotham great again. That I will be having with me on the road for sale after all the shows on the East Coast tour. So, guys, we got to sign off here because we have some other things on the agenda this afternoon. But remember, June 11th, Day for Net Neutrality. You can find that over on twitch.tv. Joe shared the link here in the chat
Follow Fight for the Future on Twitch. We're going to be doing an all-day live stream for net neutrality on June 11th. It's going to be amazing. We're going to have more formal information about that available real soon. And tour dates, June 12th. DC, June 13th, Baltimore, June 14th, 15th, Philadelphia. That's a small venue, so we're doing 2 nights, but get your tickets now because they're going fast. June 16th, New Haven, Connecticut. June 17th, New York City, baby. And June 19th, Boston, Massachusetts. June 17th, you're doing something a little exciting, yeah?
June 18th, you mean? The day off we... Oh, June 17th. Oh, yeah, I'm going to hopefully be shooting my special on the 17th at the Broadway Comedy Club.
Yeah, so you can be in Graham's special.
Come on.
Right?
Do it.
Come on. Come on. Anne-Marie Cunningham, thank you very much for the Super Chat contribution. And Ann says, hey, folks, go like. Amen to that. Much appreciated. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure to like and share this video. Make sure you play the videos all the way through and let the ads play through. And don't just do that for me. Do that for Graham. Do that for all the content creators you know and love because it helps sustain our channel. Thank you so much for hanging out with us some this afternoon. We'll be back soon. You know the drill here. Lucy says meow. I say peace. Peace.